The rubber match of a three-game series between Carson-Newman and Wingate about to get underway here from Jefferson City, Tennessee. Carson-Newman and Wingate have both won a game each, and both have done it because of ninth-inning rallies, down by 3 runs. Wingate did it yesterday, down 10-7 to score 6 times to win 13-10, and Carson-Newman does it earlier today, scoring 4 times in the ninth to win 16-15 in a game that had 31 total runs, the 4th most in a game in the Tom Griffin era. Sees the Eagles come out on top, and now they send Colton Kaysen to the mound for the series finale. Kaysen takes the mound for the 9th time this year, did not pitch last weekend, and is back this weekend to pitch for the Eagles, a 2.4 ERA for the All-American pitcher, consensus All-American pitcher from last year. 6 wins, 2 losses for Kaysen this year. 44 innings pitched, 45 total strikeouts. On the hill this season, he's got 3 complete games, and 2 of those are in his last 3 starts. Just the guy you'd want to have take the mound in the series finale with the rubber match set to take place. Kaysen against the best offense in the conference on this Saturday afternoon. That was a 3-hour, 43-minute game, and so we'll start well after 4 o'clock for this game as Kaysen goes to the mound, gets into his windup first pitch of the finale. It's a line drive down the left field line for a base hit. Maddox Green cuts it off before the wall, and a great throw in will hold Grapuso to a first pitch single. We're off and running at 4:23. Well, this series has been a fun one to keep up with. We have had both teams score double-digit runs. The Bulldogs have scored 28 times on 32 hits. Carson-Newman scored 26 times on 23 hits in the 2 games. What will the finale bring us as Bowen Powell steps in and lines one sharply on the ground to Colton Evans at first. He'll throw to second base, and they'll make the double play. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Colton Kaysen. Great work by Evans. Fields the ground ball, touches first, and then Rodriguez supplies the tag for the 3-6 double play. 2 away for Tanner McCammon now. Back in that first game of the day, Logan Floyd injured his knee. Stayed in the game, though, and is going to DH this game. So Colton Evans is at first base for the Eagles as Kaysen drops in a breaking ball for a ball. Jacob Rogers, also a defensive change. He catches Kaysen here in this series finale. Everything else defensively for Carson-Newman is the same, as Kaysen winds for a 1-0 and misses low and outside for ball 2. Evans has started at first base just the 2nd time he started at first in his Carson-Newman career. Joined by Cole Nathan, Sebastian Rodriguez, and Aiden Gibson, 2nd, short, and 3rd in Carson-Newman's infield. 2-0 fastball runs high. Kaysen's fallen behind 3-0. Maddox Green back out in left field. Braxton Smith in center. Bradley Soto Diaz in right. In a scoreless first inning. 3-0 to McCammon is low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk from Colton Kaysen with 2 away here in the 2nd inning. Here comes Ben Karpowitz. Karpowitz stands in for the Bulldogs. He has homered in each of the 2 games in this series, leads the team with 5 RBI, and checked his swing. Did he go around? He did. On Kaysen's slider for strike 1. Matthew Simpson calls the balls and strikes in the series finale. Justin Crawford just made that call at first base. He's the umpire there with Matthew Preslar as the third base umpire. 0-1. Fastball runs inside for ball 1. Carson-Newman pitching has only allowed 1 first-inning run over its last 16 games played. Kaysen trying to toss another 0 for the Eagles to start this series finale with the Bulldogs. 1-1. Fastball, a good one, knee-high. 90 miles per hour from Kaysen to make the count 1-2. Carson-Newman has its second win of a ranked team this season, rallying in the 9th inning, trying to get another one here as Karpowitz fouls it off at the plate to keep it 1-2. The Eagles also going to try to do something they've not done this year, and that's win a series when losing the series opener. Come up empty, and after losing the openers to LMU, Lenore Ryan, Anderson, and Catawba. 1-2. Ground ball to third. Gibson, backhand stab, long throw. It's high. Evans off the bag, leaps up to catch it, and then tags out Karpowitz. Great work by one senior in Evans to help out the other in Gibson. It's a scoreless first for Carson-Newman, and Colton Case in the offense bats. After a 16-run performance here in the finale, Eagles offense to work against Colt Nelson after this.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Colt Nelson pitches the series finale for Wingate. The freshman is 6 foot tall out of Waynesville, North Carolina. 5.8 ERA for Colt Nelson, 4 wins and a loss in his freshman season. This will be start number 7, 23 strikeouts and 13 walks for the freshman right-hander. Second freshman to get the ball for Jeff Gregory's team here today to start the game in this weekend series. Colton Evans homered yesterday. He's got 3 homers for the weekend, and he will stand in first for Carson-Newman in the home half of the first inning. Evans was one of those runs that came across in that 9th inning rally thanks to 2 freshmen delivering as Evans takes a high breaking ball to open the first for ball 1. Evans for the series has 3 hits. They're all homers. There's a pop-up foul behind home for strike 1. Both these teams have had really balanced efforts. On the offensive side, not really one individual sticks out the most. From a hits category, certainly Evans and his 7 runs batted in, the most by any player in this weekend series. But Evans is one of many Eagles with at least 3 hits as he pops another one foul for strike 2. Evans this weekend is one of 6 Eagles with 3 hits in the first 2 games of this series. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Colton Nelson pitching to Colton Evans. Breaking ball into the turf. We started that first game of the day with the temperature at 76. We start this series finale at 82 degrees. What is really partly cloudy, but at times mostly sunny as Evans golfs one out toward left field. High it goes to left. Back goes Karpowitz to the wall with one hand on the wall. Makes the catch. 1 away in the first. Evans gives it a big drive to left. Just misses a 4th bomb of the weekend. And here's Maddox Green. A career day for Maddox Green in the first game of this doubleheader, as the first pitch from Nelson is a fastball knee high for a strike. Green had a terrific performance. He had 3 hits, matching his career high. And he drove in a career-high 6 runs, including 2 of which came in that 9th inning rally with 2 outs as he checks his swing and holds back on a breaking ball low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike count with 1 away here in the first. Eagles and Bulldogs in the finale. Fastball low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Obviously, that 31-run game between these two sides that sees Carson-Newman walk it off earlier today, the most runs in a game this season between two teams, as Green takes outside and low for ball 3. It is Carson-Newman's second most runs in a game this year. Scored 23 against Cedarville all the way back in early February. That being the most runs scored in a game as Green takes ball 4. So a first pitch strike and then balls off after that from Colt Nelson to walk Maddox Green with 1 away. And here's Logan Floyd. A multi-hit day for Floyd earlier today. 3 hits with a couple of RBI. Had an RBI double that tied the game in the 8th. And he was pulled from the game after that for a pinch runner. He takes the first pitch from Nelson. It's a strike, waist high. Nelson coming off a start against Demery and Henry. Only lasted 4 innings, gave up 4 runs. 0-1, high fastball, ball 1 to Floyd. Nelson has only had 1 bad start. That was against Catawba 2 weekends ago. Went 3 2/3, 10 hits, 8 earned runs allowed, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. 1-1. Good fastball, just below the knees though at 86, and it's ball 2. Just the 3rd weekend start for Colt Nelson, working his way into the weekend rotation for Jeff Gregory's team. Prior to that, it was Connor Longley, but he's not pitched since early March. 2-1. Breaking ball, a good one. It's a strike to Floyd to level the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Carson-Newman's 3-hitter in Logan Floyd. Carson-Newman's first base runner is Maddox Green with 1 out at first. And Nelson will pick over to check on Maddox Green. Bulldogs enter this finale with a 27-10 overall record. That is a 17-6 mark in the league, while Carson-Newman's 21-14 and 11-12 in the league. 2-2 from Nelson. Floyd jammed on an inside fastball and pops it in the infield. Second baseman is Jake Corville to make the catch. Even with the baseline for out 2. 2 away, here's Bradley Soto Diaz. Wingate defensively is the exact same as it was to end the game earlier today and start yesterday in the opener. Bradley Hart behind the plate, Corville and Powell at second and first, Neil Griffin at short, Tanner McCammon at third, Karpowitz, Benamati, and Grapuso left to right in Jeff Gregory's outfield. Green takes off and Soto Diaz swings and fouls the first one back for strike 1. If the Eagles can win this series, they would get back to 500 in league play for just the 2nd time all year. They've been in 7th place for nearly 3.5 weekends. Trying to move up. 0-1 set for Nelson. Long pause, and now he pitches. Inside corner fastball, a strike. 0-2. Soto Diaz homered in the 4th inning earlier today. One of those 6 Eagles with 3 hits this weekend. Runner takes off, pitches high for a ball. Throw down to second base is in time. Green caught stealing, and the 1st inning is over. Good throw from Bradley Hart, and the 2 teams trade zeros to start the finale. Carson gets a base runner, but Green caught stealing with 2 outs. We're scoreless as we head to the 2nd.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shop cneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shop cneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shop cneagles.com.
Colton Kaysen back out for a second inning of work with Carson-Newman and Wingate scoreless here in the series finale on the Eagles Sports Network. Colton pitches a scoreless first, and he got some help from his defense that turned a double play, third of the weekend. He had to work around a 2-out walk, got a good defensive play from Aiden Gibson at third to pitch that scoreless first, and now he faces Jake Corville, Neil Griffin, and Jalen Evans for the first time, 5, 6, and 7. Here in the second inning, first pitch fastball high and inside for a ball. It is 1-0. Colton Kaysen pitching against this Wingate lineup for the first time in his career. First time this Bulldogs team will face the All-American right-hander who goes inside and misses. It's 2-0. The Eagles, again, didn't play Wingate in a series last year. They met in the postseason, but Kaysen did not pitch in either of those games. In last season's postseason action in Hickory, 2-0 count on Jake Corville here to open the second inning. Breaking ball, knee high for a strike. It's 2-1. Four hits this weekend for Jake Corville. 3 of those came in the opener yesterday. 2-1 hit right back the middle. Deflects off Kaysen's mitt, goes towards short, and there won't be a play. Be a base hit. Kaysen tried to help himself, but could not come up with that line drive. I think it would have gone up the middle anyway for a base hit, but it goes off Kaysen's mitt towards short for Wingate's second hit. Neil Griffin now bats. Wingate has the leadoff guy on for the second straight inning. Bunt shown. Griffin pulls it back and takes slider away. Leadoff batters do get on at a fairly decent clip against Kaysen. Bulldogs have 2 leadoff hits already. That's now 16 this year against Kaysen. 1-0. Fastball down the middle, a strike. Kaysen sets and pitches a breaking ball. Inner corner. A called strike. Griffin batting for the Bulldogs. One of 3 players in this lineup with 5 hits this weekend. 2-1. Low ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, the count. Kaysen facing Griffin here in the second inning. Eagles have not gotten out yet. High ball 4. First and second, and Carson-Newman head coach Tom Griffin will make another appearance out on the mound. He's made a handful this week and today. First and second, the situation, nobody out for Jalen Evans. Kaysen's not allowed runs in each of his last 2 starts on the mound. and his scoreless innings streak is currently at 15, counting his scoreless first inning in this game. Making his return to the mound, did not pitch last weekend against Newberry. He's working through an arm injury, but is back out there to pitch this weekend in this series finale. Conversation over on the mound. Infield join in on that conversation as Jalen Evans gets ready to stand in. Evans has 3 hits this weekend. His first hit was a 4th inning home run in the series opener. He then had 2 singles in his final 2 at-bats earlier today. Runners are at first and second base, single and a walk. Corners playing in, expecting a bunt potentially. Kaysen pitches. Evans doesn't show it and drives it to center field. Smith going back to the wall, looks up, it is over the wall, and Jalen Evans goes dead center to start the scoring in the finale. Jalen Evans, his second home run of the weekend, puts Wingate up 3-0. Just the 3rd home run of the year off Colton Kaysen, off the bat of Jalen Evans. Just the 8th he's allowed in his career in over 140 innings, and that's the first run he's allowed in his last 15 innings pitched. The Bulldogs have their 5th home run of the weekend to grab an early 3-0 lead. No different than the first 2 games of this series. Kaysen goes slider away to Bradley Hart and misses. Certainly a difficult lineup for Kaysen to pitch against, especially coming off an injury that kept him out last weekend as he fires in a fastball at 90 miles per hour for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hart with still nobody out. 4th batter of the inning for the Bulldogs. Evans clears the bases with a 3-run home run. 1-1 on the way. Another good fastball to Hart, and it's strike 2. One-two count. Kaysen trying to battle back here, respond after giving up the home run. Here in this second inning, 1-2 wind. Slider away. Hart checked his swing and held it back. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. Slider low, and it's fastball low, and it's 3-2. Kaysen so far, 26 pitches, just 12 strikes. 3-2. Slider swing and a miss. He gets Hart chasing at a breaking ball low, and it's Kaysen's first strikeout for the first out of the second inning. Big pitch from the All-American righty. First batter retired here in the second inning, and now the 5th hitter of the inning is Reed Benamati. The 9th inning center fielder waits on the first one from Kaysen. Line drive foul, out of play. Bulldogs scored the first 2 runs in the series opener. Scored the first 6 runs earlier today. No different here. They've scored the first 3 here in the second inning. 0-1. Breaking ball away, levels the count. And you know with this Wingate offense, you're not going to keep them down. Carson-Newman's offense will have to be ready to roll in this 7-inning affair. 1-1. Fastball outside corner, a called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Kaysen trying to take care of Benamati. Tried to freeze him with a slider and just missed high. 2-2. Kaysen has shown the ability this year to recover from early runs allowed. Gave up 4 runs in that start against Catawba in early March. 2-2. Paints it on the corner with a fastball. Back-to-back punch-outs for Kaysen here in the second inning, and there's 2 away in the second inning. Here's Gavin Grapuso. Two away, top of the order, and Grapuso here. He singled to start the game in the first. First pitch in there for a strike. Kaysen starting to get himself into a groove here on the mound. Facing Wingate's leadoff batter in Grapuso, who has 6 hits for the weekend to lead this Wingate club. 0-1. Ball away. These first 2 games of this weekend series to open the final month of the regular season have been decided in the 9th inning. What will this finale bring us as Kaysen offers in a 1-1 breaking ball? That's in on the back door for a strike to Grapuso. It is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff man Grapuso here in the second inning. Bulldogs have scored 3 times in the frame as Kaysen goes high with a heater at 92. Two ball, 2 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Grapuso falls over at Kaysen's slider to end the inning. Kaysen strikes out the side, but not before he allows a 3-run home run from Jalen Evans. Wingate off and running in the finale, up 3-0 on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Colt Nelson will pitch with a 3-run lead as we get set to start the second inning. Here on the Eagles Sports Network, Bulldogs for the 3rd time in this 3-game series jump out to the early lead to gain the early advantage here on the Eagles Sports Network. Bradley Soto Diaz was batting when Maddox Green was caught stealing, so Soto Diaz will resume his at-bat here with a fresh count to open the second inning, bottom half of it, with Cole Nathan and Sebastian Rodriguez to follow. First pitch, Soto Diaz drives it toward right center field. This is going to drop in and go all the way to the wall for extra bases. Good throw in by Benamati. Will hold Soto Diaz to a leadoff double. Really good poke by Soto Diaz. He's got his 9th double of the season, second most on the club to open up this home half of inning 2. Here's Cole Nathan now. Eagles trying to match or put together a better output than what Wingate did in this top half of inning 2. Here's Nathan's turn against Nelson. First pitch, Nathan fouls it off. Certainly a 3-run deficit this early feels a little different than it would if this was a 9-inning game. Just because you have less outs to work with. Certainly, though, the way these offenses have played, each inning these offenses go to work, you feel like they've got a good chance to score a bunch of runs as Nelson's breaking ball misses outside. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. The leadoff man, Soto Diaz, doubled, and he's at second. One. Breaking ball, line towards second, diving effort, and Corville comes up with it for the first out. Takes away a hit from Nathan and would have potentially scored a run as well. Great defensive play for the first out of inning 2. One away now, Sebastian Rodriguez. One of those as a hitter. Again, some of the best and hard hit balls are outs, and some of the softest hit balls can be base hits. Perfect example there. Nice defensive play by the second baseman, Corville, for the first out. And now Sebastian Rodriguez shows bunt and takes back the bat for ball 1. Rodriguez hitting .280, trying his 14th start of the season here in this game. Singled and scored in game 1 of today. 1-0. Low fastball, 2-0. Wingate ahead 3-0. Ranked 19th in the country. In second place in the conference standings. Trying to hunt down first. 2-0. Rodriguez, line drive, left field, a base hit. Soto Diaz goes to third, stop sign goes up, and Rodriguez stays put at first base. Second hit of the inning and of the finale is off the bat of Sebastian Rodriguez to put runners on the corners. And here comes Aiden Gibson. Some really good squared up swings by Carson-Newman's offense here in inning 2. The only out was on a hard hit liner to Corville at second, and he needed a diving effort to make that play. Now Gibson goes to work for the Eagles. 1 for 8 this weekend. High fastball, ball 1. Coming off a weekend, though, when he had 7 hits against Newberry. He's got 12 over his last 6 games, averaging 2 hits per game over the last 2 weeks of baseball. Best stretch of his senior season, and hoping to continue that in this game. We'll pick to first. Rodriguez back safely. Again, this is just Colt Nelson's 3rd weekend start in conference play. It's mainly used in midweek games up until late in March. 1-0 fastball is a strike to Gibson at 87. Eagles have him on the corners with 1 away. Nelson not on the mound here. I think his pitch comm's having an issue. Time called. And this has happened now in each game of the series. Second time it's been a pitcher issue. Game earlier today was the catcher's issue, and this time it's the pitcher in Nelson. It's not happened multiple times in one game, but it has happened now in each game of this series. I think they switched out watches, and so Nelson will put the new one on here and hope that one works. Ball and a strike is the count. Aiden Gibson batting for Carson-Newman. Rodriguez singled. He's at first. Soto Diaz started this second inning with a double. He's at third. The Eagles trying to strike for the first time here in the finale. 1-1, and we'll wait again as Rodriguez checked on at first. One set. Breaking ball high and inside, ball 2. Hart was setting up outside and had to reach across there to catch that breaking ball. And sometimes, even if it is closer to the zone, when you have to reach across like that, it throws the umpire off there. 2-1, runner takes off, and Gibson hits it high in the air toward right. Grapuso is under it. He makes the catch. So Diaz will tag. Here comes the throw to the plate. Hart's got it. The tag is late. Rodriguez will sprint to second base. It is a sacrifice fly for Aiden Gibson to plate Carson-Newman's first run in the finale. It's 3-1. It was just deep enough. Grapuso's throw was perfect. It just bounced in front of home, but Bradley Hart could not gain control of the ball in time to tag Soto Diaz. I don't even know if he had it in his mitt. I think he caught it off the bounce and had to use his body to control it. As Smith takes ball one low just to be able to try to tag out Soto Diaz, sliding in safely. Heads up base running by Rodriguez as well on that throw. Went back to first to tag up, to sprint to second base. 1-0 to Braxton Smith. Breaking ball, high and inside, ball 2. 31 pitches so far for 5 outs recorded for Colt Nelson. Just 13 strikes. He's in a 2-0 count here with Braxton Smith. Smith shows bunt, pulls it back, and the fastball is low, ball 3. There is an open base at first. Both of Braxton's hits this weekend came in the first game today. 3-0. He takes all the way and takes a strike. It was a productive first game of the doubleheader for Smith. He reached base in 4 of his 5 plate appearances. 2 singles, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And the hit by pitch was part of that 4-run ninth. 3-1. High in the air. Popped up left side. It will drift foul. And Smith will stay alive. Counts full. A 3-ball, 2-strike count on the 8-hitter Braxton Smith. 5th hitter in this second inning that has seen Carson-Newman go in front, or has seen Carson-Newman score as Nelson's breaking ball misses high and inside. And Smith draws the 6-pitch walk to continue this second inning. Here comes Jacob Rogers to bat for the first time this weekend. Rogers has quietly had a really productive season at the plate for this team. Enters this game hitting .292. First pitch, breaking ball, a strike to Rogers. The senior from Dandridge, Tennessee, entered this season with no career hits, and he has 7 this year with 5 RBI. 0-1 from Nelson. Rogers floats it softly to right. Corpuso moving to his right makes the catch, and the inning's over. Eagles get a run back in the second inning on a Bradley Soto Diaz sacrifice fly. A run on 2 hits, no errors, 2 left in the second. It is 3-1 after 2 here on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
2, 3, and 4 due up for Wingate against Colton Kaysen here in the third inning here on the Eagles Sports Network. It's the Bulldogs 3 and the Eagles 1. Both teams scored all of those runs in that second inning and did it on one swing. Jalen Evans' 3-run home run as the Bulldogs up 3-1, and the Eagles got that run on a Bradley Soto Diaz sacrifice fly. Powell will lead it off for the Bulldogs. Probably best to run through some of the scores in the South Atlantic Conference in this inning, because if we wait any longer, who knows the chaos that could occur in this series finale, given the first two in this series. Coker ends up winning a 3-game series with Emory and Henry, as Kaysen's first one of the inning is a breaking ball outside to Powell for a ball. Coker won the opener, lost the second game of a doubleheader yesterday, but battles back, wins 13-5 today to defeat E&H and win 2 of 3 in that series. 1-0 offering. Powell hits it well, right center field. Smith and Soto Diaz converge. They'll look up, and it's a no-doubter for Bowen Powell. Second home run off Colton Kaysen now in his mini innings. The second from Powell this weekend puts Wingate back up by 3. Wingate has now a hit in each of the first 3 innings with their leadoff batter. Powell hammers one to right center. His 9th of the year. Most home runs in the South Atlantic Conference are by this Wingate team that now has 6 this weekend. Now Tanner McCammon. First pitch, fastball high for a ball. So Coker defeating E&H brings the Cobras to 3.5 games back of Carson-Newman for 7th place in the league. Cobras would be the final team in the tournament as McCammon's behind a fastball for strike 1. Carson-Newman firmly sits in 7th, and regardless of this game's result, the Eagles will stay in the 7th spot in the league standings. 1-1. Slider away for ball 2. Wingate is now tied currently for 2nd place in the league with Lincoln Memorial. Rail Splitters have jumped up to 17-6 in the league, matching Wingate's mark as McCammon lines one sharply to right. Gets away from Soto Diaz and goes all the way to the wall. McCammon rounding first. He heads to second base with a single and an error, potentially. Sit pretty sharply out there in right field. Certainly will be a base hit. Second straight of the inning has a Wingate runner at second base. Took a wild hop in right field. Go double on McCammon. No error on Soto Diaz as Karpowitz checked his swing, and the ball gets away from Jacob Rogers, so McCammon will jog his way to third. Nobody out in this third inning. Bulldogs have a 5th run 90 feet away. Eagles defense will come in here with Karpowitz batting. (1-0). Breaking ball away, 2-0. Lenore Ryan lost to Newberry earlier today, so the Bears have dropped back to the 4th spot in the league standings at 16-6-1. So the Bulldogs have a half-game edge with LMU in that second place spot as Karpowitz swings and misses. Bears and Wolves have played 2 close games to split that season series this weekend. Wolves winning the finale 2-1 right now. Strike two on Karpowitz evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in this third inning, Bulldogs have added a run on a Bowen Powell home run. And after a Tanner McCammon leadoff double, he's at third with nobody out. 2-2 to Karpowitz. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him at 90 for strikeout number 4 for Kaysen in the first out of inning 3. One away. Runner stays at third. Carson-Newman's infield stays in as Jake Corville steps in. First pitch. Breaking ball high for ball 1. Anderson upset Catawba yesterday, as we had mentioned. Those two teams in a 1-run game in the 9th inning right now. Catawba has the edge in that game with the series finale later on. 1-0. Breaking ball floated softly into right, and this will drop in for a base hit to extend Wingate's lead. Corville just barely poked it off his bat, 64 miles per hour for a 5th run for Wingate. 2-hit day now for Corville. McCammon scores. 5-1 here in the third. LMU took down UVA Wise 9-7 earlier today. Mars Hill wins the series at Tusculum by winning the final 2 games of the series. And the finale today 9-2 as Neil Griffin takes outside. Mars Hill's that 6th place team that Carson-Newman's chasing, and that's who the Eagles play next weekend at Mars Hill for that 3-game set. Pick to first base. 5-1 the score. Second straight game that the Bulldogs have at least 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Swing and a miss by Griffin at a high and inside heater for strike 1. Bulldogs have already pounded out 6 hits against Kaysen in the first 14 batters he has faced. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Fastball by Griffin again, and it's strike 2. Neil Griffin, one of the top freshmen this season in the South Atlantic Conference, going up against the conference's freshman of the year from last year and pitcher of the year. Go check on Corville again at first. Only 2 teams this season as Kaysen's fastball runs away. Only 2 teams this season and last season total in conference play have scored 4 runs or more. That is 6th-ranked Lenore-Rhine, 3rd-ranked Catawba, and now 19th-ranked Wingate. 2-2 to Griffin. Breaking ball fouled back. The biggest thing that they've done well is run Kaysen's pitch count up into the mid-50s. For what is a pretty depleted Carson-Newman bullpen that had to use 9 guys in what was a 9-inning game earlier today, but it was a game that had 31 total runs. 2-2 again. Breaking ball. Griffin checked his swing and went around. Another strikeout for Colton Kaysen, and there's 2 away, his 5th of the game. Jalen Evans homered against Kaysen in inning 2. Gets another chance against him here in the third with 1 on and 2 out. Sophomore righty pitches. Fastball in there for a strike at 90. Eagles offensively squared some baseballs up against Colt Nelson rather, in inning 2. Wonder if that can carry over throughout the rest of this finale. 0-1. Slider away off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike count. One. High fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Not the usual command we're used to seeing from Colton Kaysen. Just 57 or 58 pitches now, 31 strikes. He has walked as many as 6 in a game this season. That was Catawba. Swing and a miss by Evans behind a fastball, and it's strike 2. In Kaysen's career, he's only walked 3 or more guys 4 times in 24 starts. This is his 24th career start. He's walked 2 in this game. 2-2. Breaking ball drops low, and it's ball 3. Runner at first. Corville will be on the move here as Jalen Evans stands back in for a payoff. 5-1 here in the third. Bulldogs have added 2 more. And the payoff. Slider bounced foul. Pitch count up to 62 for Kaysen, trying to complete 3 full innings here. Pitching for the first time in 2 weeks. Payoff again. Slider bounced foul again. That one closer to being fair. These ground balls aren't really hit that hard. It's just Evans rolling them over to the left side, but foul. He asked the home plate umpire, Matthew Simpson, if that was a strike, as he got ready to stand back into the batter's box. 3-2 count. A third payoff. Slider again, roped well toward left. It is hooking, and it is a foul ball. Evans narrowly had a second home run against Kaysen. Instead, he'll wait on a 4th payoff. Kaysen's gone to the slider in all of these 3-2 pitches. A 4th payoff. Fastball foul back. Evans going to wait on a 9th pitch. He is fouled off 4 straight 3-2 pitches. Another 3-2. Fastball called strike 3. Wingate adds 2 more, but for the second straight inning, Colton Kaysen strikes out the side. Bulldogs go up by 4, though. It's 5-1 on another home run and an RBI base hit from Jake Corville. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Top of the order for the Eagles here in the third inning. Down by 4 runs, 5-1 after 2.5. In this series finale here on the Eagles Sports Network, Carson-Newman rallied from down 3 with 2 outs in the 9th of the first game of the day as Evans takes a strike to force this series finale to be a rubber match. Eagles are down to their final strike twice as Evans bounces one back up the middle past the pitcher Nelson and into center field for a base hit. Have a weekend, Colton Evans' first hit that's not a home run is a bouncer back up the middle for a leadoff third inning single. Eagles are down to their final two strikes, or final strike twice. Battled through that, and then two freshmen, Maddox Green and Matt Bishop, had consecutive two-run base hits to plate the 4 runs in that 9th inning to help the Eagles rally. Still a long ways to go to rally in this one. It is just a 7-inning game, though, so a 4-run lead right now in the 3rd. Much different than if it was a 9-inning game, as Green's out in front of a pitch and drives it to left. Back goes Karpowitz. He leaps up at the warning track to make the catch. Green hit it well off the bat, 100 miles per hour off his bat, but flies out to left for the first down of the 3rd. Wingate starting to run some guys out towards bullpen in right field as Logan Floyd stands in with one away. 5-1 game. First one to Floyd. He'll take it for a strike. Floyd this weekend 3-for-9 at the plate. Facing Nelson for the second time. 0-1. Breaking ball stayed away. It's a called strike 2. Frustrated with the call. 74-mile-per-hour pitch from Nelson works him ahead on Floyd, 0-2. DHing is Logan in this game. Evans playing first base, and he's at first right now after the leadoff base hit as Nelson bounces one in the turf. Evans gets a great jump. Throw down to second base is not in time. Corville thought he had the tag down in time. Evans got a great jump on the ball in the turf and slides in safely. As soon as that thing bounced in the turf, Evans took off from first. Almost caught hard off guard as well. He hesitated that throw. If he doesn't hesitate, he probably gets Evans. As soon as that thing went in the turf, Evans took off. He was not moving on the pitch until it bounced. 1-2. Floyd bounces it foul left side. His stolen base for Evans is 4th of the year to get into scoring position here in the 3rd. Nelson comes together for a 1-2. Ball into the turf again. Evans will not move anywhere this time. Floyd trying to battle back. Fell behind 0-2. He's evened it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he'll work it full. First base is now open. And a 3-ball, 2-strike count. One away in this 3rd inning. Eagles trailing by 4. Righty Nelson comes set. Floyd skies it in the air left side. McCammon after it with a shortstop running over as well. A diving effort made, but unable to come up with it is Griffin in foul ground. He had the best chance at it, but unable to make the play. Floyd will step back in for another 3-2. Couple of foul balls in this at bat from Floyd, who wait on an 8th pitch in his second at bat of this series finale. Here it is from Nelson, and Floyd hits it sky high out toward left center field. Karpowitz is going to watch the center fielder make the catch in the gap. It's made by Benamati for the second out. Floyd now 0 for 2. And here comes Bradley Soto Diaz. Good throw as well. Not that Evans was going to be aggressive tagging up. He's already in scoring position. 2 away for Bradley Soto Diaz. He has one of Carson-Newman's 3 base hits. That was a second inning double as they picked Evans at second base, who's back safely. Four hits this weekend for Soto Diaz, who's out in front of a breaking ball at 78 for strike 1. Five-1 game in the third. Nelson pitching for Wingate. Breaking ball away, ball 1. The first 2 games of this series have seen both teams score 10 or more times, and have seen both teams rally from 3-run deficits in the 9th. 1-1 to Soto Diaz. Breaking ball, low, ball 2. Nelson has walked 2 guys so far. 51 overall pitches for Nelson, 26 strikes. In his 3rd consecutive start here in conference play. 2-1. Soto Diaz grounds it, left side. Griffin back into the hole, long throw. Soto Diaz slides in safely. Infield single for Soto Diaz keeps things going here in the 3rd. Evans goes to 3rd on that infield hit. Long throw from Griffin. Made a pretty strong throw across the field, but Soto Diaz heads up sliding in. Sneaks that left hand into the bag before the ball gets into Powell's mitt. 4th hit for the Eagles, and now the corners are occupied for Cole Nathan. Can Nathan provide some 2-out hitting from the Eagles? First pitch. He'll take a strike. In Carson-Newman's win earlier today, the Eagles had 6 2-out hits and 16 hits overall. 0-1. Line drive to 3rd, off McCammon's mitt into left field. Eagles have another run. Soto Diaz going to 3rd. The throw won't get there in time. Nathan goes to second base on that throw. It's an RBI single for Cole Nathan to make it 5-2. Evans scores on the base knock from Nathan. McCammon was close to having that line drive in his mitt. Unable to make the catch. And the inning continues for the Eagles. Another 2-out knock. A strike to Rodriguez. Nelson steps off for a second. Five-2 game now in the 3rd. Eagles have gotten 1 back as Rodriguez waits and takes breaking ball low for ball 1. Nathan drives in his 26th run of the year. Second of the game for Carson-Newman. 1-1, hits softly to short. Griffin attacks it, backhand play, throw on the run, bounces, not controlled by Powell at first. 5-3. Griffin did a good job to attack that slowly hit ball. His throw was a little low to Powell at first. Throw is on line. It's going to be an infield single for Sebastian Rodriguez. Carson-Newman's 6th hit. 3rd straight with 2 outs, and the Eagles have made this a 2-run game again. 5-3. Head coach Jeff Gregory out to talk with his pitcher Colt Nelson here in this third inning that has continued on. The Eagles rallied earlier today in that ninth inning, all with 2 outs. Doing some more of that here in this third inning of the series finale. Long conversation here between the head coach Jeff Gregory with his infield and his pitcher and catcher out there. Bulldogs ran some guys out to their bullpen last half inning, so could be some action out there. Long conversation. Now 2 more guys are actually going to make their way out to that bullpen. 3 guys, actually. No change made here for now as Nelson stays in the game. 57 pitches so far for the freshman right-hander. Gibson will bat against Nelson here with 2 outs on the board. Gibson hit a sacrifice fly to plate the game's first run, or Carson-Newman's first run of the game. Last half inning. First pitch to Gibson. Fastball popped up. Right side. Corville and Powell going out. It's the second baseman, Corville, into the outfield grass to make the catch. And the inning is over. 2-out offense, though, from Carson-Newman. Gets the 2 runs back that it allowed in the third inning. Eagles scored twice on 4 hits. No errors and 2 Eagles left on. 3 innings complete. Bulldogs by 2.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Three innings complete. Carson-Newman trails Wingate 5-3. 2 teams trade a pair of third-inning runs. Right now, the difference just Wingate's 3 runs second to Carson-Newman's 1 run. In inning 2, here on the Eagles Sports Network, Colton Kaysen back to work. 65 pitches for the sophomore righty to work through 3 innings and 16 batters faced. First pitch of the 4th to Bradley Hart is a strike. The last 6 outs recorded by Carson-Newman are all by Kaysen. He has struck out 6 Wingate hitters for the last 6 outs of the game as Hart taps one foul off the end of his bat for strike 2. Now, obviously, those strikeouts and him striking out the side in the last 2 innings have been overshadowed by Wingate's 6 hits and 5 runs over the last 2 innings against the righty. 0-2 line for Kaysen. Here's his pitch to Hart. It's a fastball painted on the corner. The last 7 outs recorded are strikeouts from Kaysen. 1 away. Reed Benamati stands in now for the Bulldogs. He's also struck out. First pitch, swing and a miss. Slider away, fools Benamati. Kaysen's season high in strikeouts was 9. in that complete game victory against Catawba earlier in March. Swing and a miss again. 5 pitches, 5 strikes here from Kaysen to start the 4th. He's ahead 0-2 on Benamati. His career high in strikeouts, 13 against UVA Wise in late March of last season. Is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Ball into the turf. Rogers will throw down to first for the second out, and it's complete. The last 8 outs recorded by Carson-Newman defensively have all been by their sophomore righty, Colton Kaysen. 2 away just like that, and now Will Farrell, who came in for Gavin Grapuso as a defensive replacement. Bats now here, and he takes high for ball 1. First 6 pitches of the inning, all were strikes from Kaysen. That's his first miss on pitch 7 of this 4th inning. And now the 1-0 to Will Farrell. Swing and a miss. He's way late on Kaysen's fastball to even the count. First action for Will Farrell this weekend. 19th appearance. He's only made 3 starts this year, batting .200 with 5 hits on the year. Breaking ball, missed outside. Farrell, a grad student out of Charlotte, North Carolina, has 3 hits since the beginning of March. 2-1 breaking balls a strike, and Kaysen is a pitch away from a 1-2-3 4th inning. He has not sent down this Bulldogs order 1-2-3 yet, and Farrell will fly one to right. So Diaz goes back, now comes back in, dives, and can't come up with the play. Throw back to first is not going to be in time, and Will Farrell reaches with 2 outs on a Will Farrell 2-out single. Soto Diaz stayed in position, then went back, and then realized he needed to come back in to make that catch. Tried to lean forward at the last second and could not make the catch. So now Bowen Powell faces Colton Kaysen with 2 outs. He's got one of the 2 home runs in this game for the Bulldogs. Powell's got 2 himself this weekend of Wingate's 6 long balls. Pick to first base. Eight strikeouts for Colton Kaysen in this game. 6th time in his career in 24 starts that he's recorded 8 strikeouts or more in a game. Fastball, low ball 1. 3rd time he's struck out 8 or more in his last 4 starts. And does it for the 3rd time in his career against a ranked team as well. One 1-0 pause for the sophomore righty. And a fly ball foul by Powell for strike 1. Pitch count for Kaysen up to 78. He has thrown 128 pitches in a game this season. That was the complete game against Catawba, 3rd-ranked Catawba at the beginning of March. 1-1. Fastball fouled off, strike 2. Wonder what the number will be for Kaysen, how long the Eagles leave him out there. Again, missed last week's start, did not play. Only threw 83 pitches in a complete game shutout against Tusculum 2 weeks ago. He's already up to 79 as he tries to get the final out of this 4th inning. And this is an Eagles team that's used a whole host of guys this weekend. Used 8 relievers earlier today and have used 8 for the weekend. Here's a check swing flare to short. Rodriguez has it, and the inning's over. A scoreless 4th from Colton Kaysen. He strikes out 2 more Bulldogs to keep this a 2-run game as we head to the home half of the 4th.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Five runs for the Bulldogs on 7 hits. 3 runs on 6 hits for Carson-Newman. Eagles trail by 2 with Braxton Smith getting ready to start this 4th inning. Jacob Rogers on deck, and then Colton Evans starts this 4th inning against Nelson. First pitch, Smith bounces foul for strike 1. Nothing in 1 on Smith, who has reached base 5 times between the 2 games today. 0-1. Stays away from an inside fastball to make it 1-1. Smith did not reach base and went 0 for 5 yesterday in the opener. He's put together a good day at the plate. Hits one well out towards center field. Back goes Benamati to the wall. Will make the catch. Smith squared up a ball down the middle, but flies out to deep center to start the 4th inning. And now Jacob Rogers bats with nobody on and 1 out. Bulldogs have led by as many as 4. It was 5-3. Eagles have the last 2 runs. Those came with 2 outs in inning 3 on Cole Nathan and Sebastian Rodriguez base hits. Rogers swings away at the first pitch and fouls it off. And it's a strike on Rogers facing Colt Nelson, who's gone 3 1/3 with 62 pitches. 6 hits, 3 runs allowed, couple of walks, no strikeouts. 0-1 fastball fired in low for ball 1. Nelson this year does have 23 strikeouts, but only has 2 combined now in his last 10 innings of work as he paints one on the corner to Rogers for the second strike, and it's 1-2. Top of the order after Rogers here in the 4th, 1-2. High heater, Rogers down swinging. First punch out for Nelson is the second out of the 4th. 2 away now, Colton Evans. Evans singled and scored in that 3rd inning. He now bats for the 2nd straight frame. First pitch, fastball knee high for a strike. Series finale between the Bulldogs and Eagles. Wingate won the opener yesterday 13-10, rallying from 3 down in the 9th as Evans takes outside for a ball. Bulldogs scored 6 times in the opener in the 9th inning to win by 3. Evans stays away from ball on the turf. Check swing says Evans held back. The middle game of this series was tied at 12 going to the 9th. Wingate took a 3-run lead, and then Carson-Newman stormed back for 4 runs with 2 outs as Nelson overthrows a fastball, and it's 3-1 to the 2-out batter Evans. Eagles scored 4 times to walk off Wingate in the 9th inning. of this first game of the day. Now the two teams competing in this rubber match, and in the fourth inning. Evans out in front of the breaking ball, and now it's a 3-2 count. The only scoreless inning where neither side has scored between the two games are in both first innings in the fifth inning earlier. Swing and a miss. Evans down, swinging. Ball was in the turf, so the throw has to go to first, and Hart completes the strikeout. 1-2-3, fourth inning. Nelson gets his first two strikeouts to cap the 1-2-3 frame. 5-3 Bulldogs. We head to the fifth.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Colton Kaysen has 8 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. He'll face this Wingate lineup going through it for the third time. It will be 3, 4, and 5. Tanner McCammon, Ben Karpowitz, and Jake Corville to bat against Colton Kaysen here in the 5th inning. 2-run game here on the Eagles Sports Network. First pitch of the inning, breaking ball rolled foul by McCammon to start the 5th. Wingate's third baseman this weekend is just 4 of 11. Fourth hit came in the 3rd inning. It was a double. Called strike makes it 0-2. Kaysen has gotten better, it feels like, as this start has gone along. He's recovered well from runs that have scored early in those 2nd and 3rd innings. Pitched a scoreless 4th, ahead here on McCammon, 0-2 in the 5th. And gets a ground ball to the left side. Gibson at 3rd will crow hop, throw to first. Low throw, nice scoop by Evans at 1st for out number 1. 1 away in the 5th, and Kaysen now is sent down 4 straight and has retired 6 of the last 7 batters that he's faced. 1 away for Karpowitz. First one to the outfielder is outside for a ball. Kaysen can keep this a 2-run game over these final few innings. Certainly Carson-Newman would have to feel like its chances would be pretty good considering what the first 2 games have been like with all this late offense as Karpowitz fouls one back for a strike. And Wingate will probably feel the same way and should because of what the Bulldogs have done in these final innings. They have scored 14 runs in the final 3 innings in the first 2 games of this series as Karpowitz takes outside. Carson-Newman has scored 7 runs in the final 3 innings of the first 2 games. 2-1, breaking ball toward the outer part of the plate. Gets a foul ball for strike 2. Certainly with this being a 7-inning game, and we're in the 5th, we're in the final 3 frames here. See which team can win down the stretch. Bulldogs are up 2-2. Breaking ball away, blocked by Rogers. And the count goes full. Four and a third from Kaysen. He's got 8 strikeouts. One of those was Karpowitz in the 3rd. And he bounces one on one hop to Gibson deep in toward the line at third. A long throw across is made in time. 2 away. A couple of 5-3 ground outs to start the fifth. Two away for the 5-hitter, Jake Corville. Couple nice plays defensively by Aiden Gibson. This Carson-Newman defense has been really good all season long, even though the error total is up there this weekend, 4 total in the first 2 games. Been a lot of balls put in play. First pitch to Corville. He's behind a 90-mile-per-hour fastball for strike 1. There are plays and outs that are recorded that don't really always show up as highlight plays all the time, that have saved some infield base hits this weekend for a Wingate team that's already pounded out 39 hits in this series. 32 in the first 2 and 7 more in the finale. Kaysen missed outside. It's a 1-1 count with 2 away. Another breaking ball. This one across the plate for a swinging strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes. Kaysen trying to send down the Bulldogs in order in the fifth. Breaking ball away. Ball 2. .93 pitches for Colton Kaysen working into the fifth. Fastball tapped foul. His command has started to creep up as well. Of the 95 pitches, 57 strikes for the righty. He walked 2 Wingate batters in the first 6 that he faced and has not walked anybody since that early stretch. Here's another 2-2 to Corville. Low ball 3. Back-to-back 3-ball counts here by Wingate's 4 and 5 hitters in this 5th inning. Foul ball again. Kaysen up to 96 pitches. Back on the mound for an 8th offering here to Jake Corville with 2 outs in the 5th. Breaking ball. Sliced over top of the first base dugout. Foul. And Corville will wait on a 9th. Running Kaysen's pitch count near 100 and up to 97. Trying to get the final out of this 5th inning. Bulldogs have not gone down in order. And they're proving that they don't want to go down in order at all. Corville's trying to battle to get on here in the 5th. Here's a 9th pitch. Fastball fouled off again. One of the longest at-bats this weekend. Right here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. Corville is 2 for 2 against Kaysen. Singles in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Here's a 10th pitch. It's grounded softly to 3rd. Gibson charges, will field. Throw across to Evans, who can't scoop the low throw. Corville makes a turn, fell down, and will just go back to 1st. Long at bat, and Corville wins the battle to give the Bulldogs a 2-out base runner. Corville has now reached all 3 times. He's come to the plate against Kaysen. 2-out batters, Neil Griffin. Ground ball towards second. Nathan to his left. Bobbles initially. Recovers, throws away, and wild into or toward the first base dugout. It bounces off the concrete wall to stay in play. So a couple of defensive miscues here in this 5th inning on ground balls have extended this 5th inning. the Nathan throwing error, his second of the doubleheader. Time called, and Jacob Rogers will walk out and talk with his sophomore right-hander who's thrown 100 pitches here in this start. Wiping some sweat off his forehead as he tries to work through this 5th inning. Eagles defense has let him down a little bit. 2 errors here with 2 outs. First by Gibson, the second one by Cole Nathan. Have put 2 Wingate runners on base. Was just raving about Carson-Newman's quality defensive work, but a couple of miscues here late in this 5th inning have extended this inning for the Bulldogs. Two on, 2 out for Jalen Evans. He has 2 3-run home runs in this series already, and he swings behind a fastball for strike 1. The 7-hitter is the DH Jalen Evans, 1 for 2. His only hit in this game is that home run in the 2nd inning that started the scoring. 0-1. Fastball high, to the displeasure of Carson-Newman's crowd in attendance. Looked like it was waist high to Evans, but Kaysen didn't get the call. Now the 1-1, slider away, ball 2. Two ball, 1 strike count, 2 away, 2 on. A couple of errors have put runners on base for the Bulldogs here late in the 5th. Fastball by Evans again, it's strike 2. Can Kaysen help himself out and get out of this 5th inning? Griffin at first and Corville at third. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, but Rogers didn't hold on to it. Evans stays alive. Another long quality at-bat from a Wingate hitter in this 5th inning. Evans waits on a 6th offering from Kaysen. It's a fastball, fouled back again. I think the home plate umpire, Matthew Simpson, got hit by that bat, potentially on the backswing there of Evans, as he had taken a swing at that fastball. Count stays 2-2, and Kaysen goes back to work for a 107th pitch. 2-2 again, swing and a miss. The slider away gets Colton Kaysen out of the 5th, and he punches out a 9th Bulldog. We stay in a 2-run game. It's 5-3 Wingate. Kaysen's got 9 Ks here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Four innings of 3-run ball from Colt Nelson so far, starting in a conference game for the 3rd straight weekend. He'll go and back to the mound and to work here in the 5th inning. against 2, 3, and 4. He's working now through this Carson-Newman order for the third time in this game. First one to Maddox Green, breaking ball inside corner for a ball. Carson-Newman's forced a rubber match because of ninth inning heroics from two freshmen, Maddox Green and Matthew Bishop, to win 16-15 in the second game of the series as Green takes low for ball 2. Can the Eagles rally again here in the final few innings? Down 2 with 9 outs to play with. Green takes inside corner on the third pitch of his third at-bat. It's 2-1. Green had a career day in the first game of the day, 6 RBI. He takes low ball 3. Nelson has issued out 2 free passes. They were walks to Green in the first and Braxton Smith in the second. Green floats one high to left. Karpowitz is moving to his right. Battling the sun, makes the catch. There's one away. Green aggressive on a 3-1 pitch, but flies out. And now Logan Floyd's turn with one away. Three-hit weekend for Floyd. All of those hits were in the first game of the day as he takes outside on the first pitch of his third at-bat for a ball. Nelson's pitch count pretty solid so far. 4 1/3, 77 pitches for him. Kaysen's in the hundreds already as Floyd takes low as well for ball 2. Nelson's command has been average, 78 pitches, 42 strikes. Just those 2 walks, and has worked around 6 hits allowed. Time called. Brendan Kroeb is going to talk with Logan Floyd here after that second pitch missed low as well. Trey Miller, the first base coach for Carson-Newman, is also coming to talk to Floyd, and thought maybe this was strategy, but maybe it's concern for Floyd. He hurt his knee earlier in the game, earlier today in the first inning of the first game, and he felt something there in his left knee as he took a step toward the plate. You could see him grimace there after the pitch and after he made a step toward the plate, or toward the mound on that pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. The count on Logan Floyd with one away, and he swings and golfs one high out toward left field. 5-4 game. There's nothing wrong with Logan. His 8th home run of the year makes it a 1-run game. It looked like he was grimacing his left knee. He's kind of jogging lightly around the bases as he heads toward home to score Carson-Newman's 4th run. An inside breaking ball, he drives to left field. How about that? 1-run game on 1 swing by Logan Floyd, his 8th bomb of the year. And now Bradley Soto Diaz. First pitch to him, breaking ball stays inside for ball 1. Carson-Newman now has blasted 7 home runs this weekend, tied for the most in a weekend series this season. Did it 7 times at Emory and Henry in mid-March as Soto Diaz takes low, and it's quickly 2-0 on him. And now finally Floyd joins the home run party, the 4th different Eagle to go yard against the Bulldogs. 2-0. Fastball low, and it's 3-0. Again, both these teams have used a lot of pitchers and a lot of relievers. Both teams have had multiple guys pitch in both games. 3-0 from Nelson's a strike knee high to Soto Diaz. The Bulldogs have used 7 different relievers this weekend, so wonder how much longer Colt Nelson goes. And now a 1-run game as back-to-back changeups or strikes to Soto Diaz, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Soto Diaz has seen the ball well against Nelson. A double in the second, a single in the third, and now drives one well to left. Karpowitz back to the wall. Soto Diaz has gone yard again. Back-to-back fifth-inning bombs to level us at 5. On a 3-2 pitch, Bradley Soto Diaz levels the score at 5. The Eagles go back-to-back. And Jeff Gregory is coming out of Wingate's dugout, and the Bulldogs are going to the bullpen here in the finale. How about Carson-Newman's 3 and 4 hitters? Floyd and Soto Diaz go back-to-back. We're tied at 5 with 1 out in the 5th here on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Game is tied at 5. Logan Floyd and Bradley Soto Diaz have batted 3 and 4 basically all year. And for the second time this season, those two go back-to-back. They did it at Trevecca Nazarene in the 5th inning of that game with 1 out, and they do it again here against 19th-ranked Wingate on this Saturday afternoon, the series finale with the Bulldogs. We're tied at 5. The day is over for Colt Nelson, and into the game is Carter Schuster, a 6'3 freshman from Brambleton, Virginia, and Independence High School. Schuster takes over to pitch for the Bulldogs in what will be his 5th appearance in conference play. He has made 8 overall this year, an 8.5 ERA for the Southpaw in 7 1/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, 6 walks for Carter Schuster, who enters this game tied at 5. So regardless of how this game ends, Colt Nelson will take the no decision, no win, no loss here in this contest for Nelson because he exits with the game tied. Still just 1 out of the inning. He had the fly out by Green and then consecutive home runs here from Floyd and Soto Diaz. For Carson-Newman's 7th and 8th home runs of the weekend. Most home runs in a weekend series for Carson-Newman this season. Here's Cole Nathan to face the new reliever. Cole Nathan has one of those 8 home runs this weekend. That was in the series opener yesterday. Tied at 5 in the 5th, 1 out in the inning as well. Carter Schuster back to work, or goes to work for the first time as the inning resumes, and he misses outside for ball 1. Score is tied for the first time in this series finale. 1-0 set from the stretch, and Schuster pitches to Nathan, a foul ball. Carson-Newman's played from behind a lot this weekend. Eagles grabbed the lead in the opener yesterday in the 6th inning. and had leads in the 7th and 8th innings before losing it in the 9th. As Nathan grounds a 1-1 pitch to third. McCammon gobbles it up. Throw is across the diamond knee-high to a stretching Powell for out number 2. 5-3 put out is out number 2 here in the 5th. And now Sebastian Rodriguez stands in. In the game earlier today, Wingate was in front until Carson-Newman's 4-run 6th inning, but the Eagles never led for an inning because the Bulldogs went back up a run in the 7th inning. And so the Eagles have only led for 2+ innings in this entire series as Rodriguez takes a breaking ball for a strike. Eagles have been close, have kept the games close, have tied it several times, but have had slim leads to deal with as Rodriguez takes a breaking ball away for ball 1. Rodriguez 2 for 2, a couple of singles against the starter Nelson in innings 2 and 3. 1-1 set of the pitch home. Breaking ball, good one across the plate, outside corner a strike. 1 ball, 2 strike count now on Sebastian Rodriguez. Swinging a line drive foul. Stays 1-2. Rodriguez has his 6th career multi-hit game and what is just his 18th appearance with Carson-Newman. And a lefty-lefty matchup here, the 1-2. Ran inside and he fouled it off. Rodriguez has had to wait his turn. Did not play all but just 1 game in the month of February in the first 2 games of January. Only made 1 appearance in the first month plus into the season, but has earned his opportunity with a strong March, and that's carried into April. Breaking ball, lifted out toward right center. Benamati to his left. He's got it in the innings over. Carson-Newman, though, goes back-to-back in the 5th. Home runs by Logan Floyd and Bradley Soto Diaz tie us at 5 after 5 on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Colton Kayson's day is over. He gives Carson-Newman 5 innings, and his pitch count just ran too far up on him here in this series finale. Bulldogs ran it up to 107, and Kayson gives the Eagles 5 innings of 4-run ball, 4 earned runs, 5 total, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts for the sophomore righty. Matches his season high in strikeouts. And now the Eagles give the ball to Eli Norris for the 3rd time in this series. Norris came in and threw 4 balls in his lone appearance today, and then the Eagles pulled him from the game. Norris can redeem himself here, making his 18th appearance already this year. First pitch to Bradley Hart, a fastball driven out toward straightaway center. Smith backing up and still going back, makes the catch, nearing the warning track. 1 pitch, 1 out to open the 6th inning. One away now, the center fielder, Reed Benamati. Don't see this too often. The Eagles do have a guy throwing in the bullpen that is in foul ground. Usually the guys that warm up are in the indoor facility, but Drew Fletcher is throwing right now down the left field line to stay ready as Norris stays inside for a ball. Now that could mean there's multiple guys loosening in the indoor potentially, and Fletcher wants to stay loose outside in the pen down the line. First pitch ball to Benamati, 1-0 count. Now Norris goes low and misses for ball 2. Norris made only 19 appearances last year. He has already made now 18 this year and has obviously surpassed his inning total from a season ago as well. 4.5 ERA for the senior that comes set for a 2-0, and Benamati checked his swing and fouls it off. Strike one on Wingate's center fielder here with one away in the 6th inning. These games this weekend between these two sides have been won in the 9th. Benamati is 0 for 2. He struck out twice here in the finale. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Norris is outside on a fastball at 90, and it's 3-1. This is the 9-hitter, so the top of the order is after this, although Gavin Garpuso got pulled from the game, and that's Will Farrell up next. A bench player, 3-1. Fastball fouled back by Benamati, and it's strike 2. Second time in Norris's career, and they're both this season in which he pitches in every single game in a conference series. He did it against Lenore Ryan back in late February, and he pitches for the 3rd time against the Bulldogs this weekend. 3-2. Fastball, grounded foul at the plate. Norris has 29 strikeouts for the season and 22 full innings of work. He's got 2 strikes and a full count here on Wingate's center fielder with 1 away. 3-2 home. Fastball by him, swinging strike 3. 2 outs in the 6th inning. 2 up, 2 down for Norris. Eagles are up to 10 strikeouts as a staff here in the finale. 9 by Kaysen, the first now from Norris. And in steps Will Farrell with 2 away. Farrell singled in the 4th inning and swings and misses over top of Norris's breaking ball for strike 1. Great opportunity for Norris to redeem himself from earlier and even yesterday's outing. He's off to a good start here in the 6th inning. 0-1. Tried to go to the corner and missed outside to Farrell. 1-1 count. Five game in the 6th. 1-1. High and inside to Farrell. It's ball 2. Bulldogs in this game just 1 of 8 in 2-out situations. Norris comes set, and his 2-ball, 1-strike pitch is knee high with his 91-mile-per-hour fastball to make it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Eagles trying to keep this game tied. Breaking ball outside for ball 3. Back-to-back 3-ball, 2-strike counts here in the 6th inning. Just a hair outside. Norris trying to pitch a 1-2-3 6th inning. Farrell the batter. Here's the payoff, and it hits him in the head. Farrell launches his bat toward the dugout. Gave Norris a look there on the 3-2, and the inning continues. Hit batter. Farrell's reached both times he's come to the plate now. And now Bowen Powell, who's had a terrific series and has homered in this game, to bat against Norris here in the 6th inning with 1 on and 2 out. Powell this weekend is 6 for 12. 4 of his 6 hits are extra base hits for a guy hitting .382 this year. First one from Norris. Fastball low and outside for a ball. It was 2 quick outs here from Norris, and now the innings continued with that hit batter on a 3-2 pitch. Farrell gets a fair lead at first base. He's got 4 stolen bases in 4 attempts this year. 1-0. Fastball lined into right field, a base hit. Farrell will go first to third. Soto Diaz's throw is not cut off by Rodriguez. And safely at third is Farrell going first to third on Powell's single to right. 2 on, 2 out for Tanner McCammon. Powell continues to be a hitting machine. He's got 7 hits this weekend. Time called. Carson-Newman head coach Tom Griffin is going to the bullpen, or is at least going to come out of the dugout, I should say. Made a look toward the pen. No official signal yet as Coach Griffin makes a trip out to the mound. We should have been logging how many mound visits we're going to be had this weekend. Both teams have definitely combined for at least 10. And maybe even that number in today's game. Games, counting the doubleheader as a whole. 16 pitches from Norris so far. He's faced 4 batters. Fly out, strikeout, hit by pitch, single. Last 2 are why runners are on the corners here with 2 outs. And the Eagles have had some guys loosening. We'll see if it's going to be Norris or not to stay in this situation. It will be Eli Norris. Coach Griffin said after the game yesterday, managing your bullpen is one of the more challenging things to do. As a head coach, as a manager, at any level, certainly you need your guys to perform, but you want your best guys and certain different guys in situations that they are equipped to be prepared for. He's going to roll with his senior Norris here with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch to McCammon is hit high in the air to right. Soto Diaz back to the wall, and Wingate goes back in front. Tanner McCammon, a 3-run shot to right, and the Bulldogs lead 8-5. A fastball that was high in the zone. McCammon drives it opposite field to give the Bulldogs the lead again. (8-5), and Carson-Newman's going to go to the bullpen. Bulldogs back in front. A big 2-out swing in the 6th inning has Wingate ahead by 3.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
A 12th appearance for Denver Slifka and a second one this series and this weekend. He'll face Ben Karpowitz with the Eagles now down 3 here in this 6th inning. 12 and 2/3 innings for Slifka this year, 7.8 ERA. And he goes back to work. He threw 24 pitches earlier today. And now he warms up, is ready to go. And here's the first pitch with 2 outs in the 6th inning. It's a swing and a miss by Karpowitz for strike 1. This game and this series takes another turn in Wingate's favor. After Soto Diaz and Floyd went back-to-back in the 5th inning to tie the game, the Bulldogs with 2 outs have taken the lead back. 0-1. Breaking ball outside corner called strike 2. The home run by Tanner McCammon is Wingate's 6th home run of the weekend. McCammon's first. 0-2. Changeup dropped in, called strike 3. How about Slifka? 3-pitch strikeout to finish off the 6th inning, but Wingate with 1 swing takes the lead back. 8-5 after 5.5. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman has had answers all weekend for this Wingate offense that just throws punch after punch with quality swing after another quality swing. The Bulldogs do it again. Tanner McCammon's 3-run shot has the Dogs up by 3 with 6 outs left to get in this 7-inning game. Does Carson-Newman have an answer again? Down 3 with 2 innings to play. Rallied from down 3 in the 9th inning earlier. They've got 6 outs left to work with 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate here in this 6th inning. More than 2 hours in to this series finale. All 3 games have been more than 2 hours. The first 2 were longer than 3. Carter Schuster back to work. First pitch breaking ball well outside for a ball. Schuster got the final 2 outs in the 5th inning after those home runs by Floyd and Soto Diaz off Colt Nelson. Nelson goes 4 1/3 and allows 5 runs on 8 hits as Gibson bounces 1 to short. Griffin off the second hop will field it, throw it across, and Powell has it for out number 1. 1 away for Braxton Smith. Schuster has retired the first 3 he's faced, 2 groundouts and a flyout. Eagles will have the top of the order to the plate in the 7th inning. One out batter is Smith here as Schuster's first one misses well outside for a ball. 1-0. Bulldogs trying to win this series. They've won all but 2 series in conference play this year. Lost to first place Catawba and lost 2 to LR as well, 3rd place LR. Fastball away, it's 2 balls and no strikes. It's been a grind of a weekend series between these 2 teams. Bulldogs have already surpassed their win total from last year, up to 27 this year after winning just 26 games all of last year, as Smith takes a strike to see it to go to 2-1. The Bulldogs this weekend, their offense has lived up to all the hype. They have scored 36 runs on 41 hits. 2-1. Smith pops it in the air, right side. Powell goes up the hill and runs out of room. 2-2. Carson-Newman offensively has scored 31 runs on 31 hits this weekend. It's been a wild series with a lot of offense. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Schuster's 3 up, 3 down out of the pen so far. Fastball away, it's 3-2. Bulldogs have only walked 2 guys here in the finale. Three-ball, 2-strike count. Braxton Smith 0 for 1. He's reached base 5 times between the doubleheader and grounds 1 to short. Griffin attacks the ground ball, throws to first. Play is made, 2 outs. 2 6-3 ground outs to open the 6th inning, and now Jacob Rogers will be pinch hit for here. Matt Bishop coming in. Matt Bishop was Carson-Newman's hero in the first game of today. He set up this rubber match with a 2-run double to right center field. To help the Eagles walk it off for the 2nd time this year. Eagles trailing by 8, or trailing by 3. Wingate's ahead 8-5 as Bishop pinch hits here for the Eagles and takes fastball low and into the turf for a ball. 1-0. Bishop's 2-run double was his 7th and 8th RBI of the season. He's batting .380. It was his 4th double as well. 5 of his 11 hits are extra base hits as he sees a fastball go outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes with 2 away in the 6th inning. The lefty Schuster, 4 up, 4 down out of the bullpen right now. Fires in a fastball knee high for a strike at 87 miles per hour. Two-one offering to Bishop. He's jammed on an inside pitch and bounces it back to Schuster. The lefty flips with his left hand to first, and it's a 1-2-3 6th inning. Carter Schuster, 5 up, 5 down out of the bullpen. We head to the 7th. Carson-Newman's down 3.
Tri-Lite is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Lite. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilite.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Harrison Shelton called upon for the 3rd time in 3 games this weekend for Carson-Newman. He's pitched in each of the first 2 games this weekend against the Bulldogs. Got the final out of the opener yesterday and got the final out of the 6th inning in the middle game of this series. He's only faced 3 batters, has recorded 2 outs, a walk and a strikeout for Shelton. A 1.5 ERA for the lefty and 5 2/3 innings so far this season and in his career. No matchup situation here. He will just face 5, 6, and 7. 3 right-handed batters due up for the Bulldogs here in the 7th inning. Wingate's up by 3 runs, 8-5. Final frame of baseball this weekend in Jefferson City, Tennessee, for what has been a long series between these two teams. Shelton to pitch the 7th against Jake Corville, who has reached all 3 times, a couple of singles, and is reached by an error. And he takes time to start the 7th with ball 1 high. Bulldogs in a hunt for the regular season title. 17-6 in the league right now. 2 back of Catawba currently as Shelton misses high with a fastball. And Carson-Newman is in the top 8. They're 7th place as they've been in the last 3 weekends. And will be there regardless of this result. But CN could really use a victory in this finale to keep pace with some of those middle-of-the-pack teams in 4, 5, and 6 as Shelton's missed in the first 3 here in the 7th inning. Big series looms next weekend at Mars Hill. Eagles will be heading to a Mars Hill team that's had a fantastic season. 3-0 is a strike to Corville. Lions just took down Tusculum 2 of 3. Mars Hill's 14-9-1 and 19-18-1 overall this year. Good for 6th place in the league. So a series win, at the very least, would be very valuable for Carson-Newman next weekend as well, as Shelton drops in a breaking ball. Curveball that time for called strike 2. 3 balls and now 2 strikes. The Eagles will have at least a 3-game edge on the 8th place team in the standings when it's all said and done this weekend. As Shelton drops in a breaking ball, Corville chases it. Cochran throws down to first for the strikeout. Good pitch by Shelton and a great job to battle back after 3 balls to open the inning. 4th career strikeout for Shelton opens the 7th inning. Carson-Newman's pitching staff has 12 strikeouts as a club, 1 off a season high as Shelton misses outside to Neil Griffin for ball 1. Ball and no strikes to Neil Griffin, who is 0 for 2 and swings and misses at a fastball from Shelton. One ball, 1 strike pitch. High fastball. It's 2-1. This is the 7th game of an 8-game homestand for the Eagles. They'll wrap up this 8-game homestand Tuesday against Trevecca Nazarene here at home. 2-1 breaking ball popped up in the infield, right side. Evans into the shadows, goes up the hill, now back down, falls back and can't make the catch. Strike 2. Eagles during this 8-game homestand are 4-2. 1-run loss to Newberry last weekend in the series finale and a 3-run loss yesterday to Wingate. This finale is still up for grabs. Eagles have another 5-game home stretch in mid-April to wrap the home slate. 2-2, breaking ball stays high. Full count. Midweek with Tusculum, 3 with Coker. Final regular season series at home, and then shorter wraps the non-conference slate to end that 5-game homestand in mid-April. 3-2, fastball driven down the line, foul left side. The Eagles this year at home, 10-8. A better road record here in 2026 for Carson-Newman than at home. The Eagles have played, after this weekend's all set and done, 9 ranked games here at home. 3-2 again, lifted to left center. Smith and Green after it in the gap. It'll be Braxton Smith, the sophomore, ranging over to track down that fly ball. And there's 2 outs in the 7th inning. Here comes Jalen Evans, and Carson-Newman will send its graduate assistant Alex Duarte back out to the mound. He's made a couple visits this weekend out to the mound. And he will tell Harrison Shelton, good job, and the Eagles will go back to the bullpen. 2 outs in the 7th, Eagles going to the pen here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Two outs in the top of the seventh inning. Wingate leads 8-5, and Carson-Newman will turn to Drew Fletcher. 5'10 freshman will make his ninth appearance of the season. 25 total innings, a 4.68 earned run average for Drew Fletcher in his freshman season on the mound. He'll take over with just needing one out to get here in the seventh inning. 15 walks to 9 strikeouts this year. 1-0 record. That win was 5 scoreless in his second career start at Alabama Huntsville on February 17th. He will pitch to Jalen Evans, who started the scoring this weekend and in this series finale with a 3-run home run. Fletcher's first one. Ground ball to shortstop. Sebastian Rodriguez fields it. Throw is high, but Evans goes up to grab it. One pitch for the final out from Drew Fletcher will send us to the bottom of the seventh inning. Eagles down 3, trying to rally from down 3 in the last inning for the second time today on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Eight-5 game. Carter Schuster's gone 5 up, 5 down out of the bullpen to keep this game intact, and the Wingate Bulldogs ahead by 3 runs here on the Eagles Sports Network. We'll see what this final half inning has in store for us. The team that has been pitching up by 3 in the final inning has lost each of the first 2 games. Carson-Newman was up 3 in the opener with 2 outs to get and gave up 6 runs to lose 13-10. And then earlier today, the Bulldogs were up 15-12 and gave up 4 runs, all that came with 2 outs, and lost to Carson-Newman 16-15. What happens in this game? I guess we'll find out. Colton Evans will lead it off. Good part of the order to have up. Top of the order here in the last half inning, potentially, of this weekend series. Colton Evans at the plate to start the home half of the 7th. First pitch is a fastball for a strike at 87. Schuster has faced 5 guys, and he's retired all 5. Jeff Gregory rolling with his reliever for this final frame to start it out. Ground ball, back up the middle, a base hit into center field. And here we go in the last inning again. A multi-hit day for Evans. He's got 2 singles. Eagles have the leadoff guy on in the final half inning. Time called, and let's see. Colton Evans asked for time at first base here. Trying to put a brace on his left hand. Needed a second there, and now the inning will continue. Maddox Green will step in. First base runner against Carter Schuster in 6 that he's faced. Here's Maddox Green. He had a career-high 6 RBI in the first game of the day. First pitch he takes is a fastball from Schuster for strike 1. 24 pitches from the southpaw reliever here in Carter Schuster, who has only recorded 6 outs or more in one of his appearances this year. It was all the way back in early February. Inside pitch misses to Green. It is 1-1. Green extended the game in the first one today. 2-run single to right center to make it a 1-run game. Part of that 9th inning rally, and he lines one to center field, and it is going to be caught knee high by Benamiti. Good rip by Green to straightaway center, but Benamiti makes the catch, and there's one away in the 7th inning. Here comes Logan Floyd. Last time Logan Floyd came up, he homered, and then the guy after him, Bradley Soto Diaz, homered. See how Carter Schuster wants to pitch to Logan Floyd. First time these two square off this weekend. First pitch, fastball outside for ball 1. Both teams with 9 hits. The 9th hit from Wingate is currently the go-ahead and game-winning 3-run shot from Tanner McCammon in the 6th. Fastball in the corner at 87 for a strike to Floyd. 1 for 3 finale for Floyd. 4 for 11 weekend. Takes well outside. Hart has to get out of his stance to catch that ball from going to the backstop. And it's 2-1. Again, all of Carson-Newman's 9th inning runs in the first game today came with 2 outs. The Eagles in the 9th inning earlier today went single hit by pitch, walk single double to win it. Ball inside, and it's 3-1. With 1 out on the board right now, Bulldogs could be a ground ball away from winning this game. But Floyd's worked himself into a favorable count. 3-1 with Evans at first. Here's Schuster's pitch. Floyd fouls it off. Strike 2. Tying run is on deck right now. If Floyd reaches, it would bring it to the plate. Schuster's payoff. Floyd checked his swing, and he went around on a pitch well outside. It would have been ball 4. Swinging strikeout is the 2nd out of the 7th. Here comes Bradley Soto Diaz. He is Carson-Newman's last life. It was a late reaction from Floyd, and he knew it once he got that bat too far out in front. Realized that he offered at that pitch that was outside. First strikeout from Carter Schuster, and just the 3rd by Wingate in the game. And Soto Diaz takes a knee-high strike. Bradley Soto Diaz, what a finale for him. 3 for 3, single, double, home run. 0-1. Fastball well outside. Soto Diaz has his 3rd career 3-hit day. 11 career multi-hit games now in his first and only season here in Jefferson City. The senior transfer bats with 1 on and 2 out here in the last inning. Soto Diaz takes outside. 2 balls and a strike. The senior right fielder Soto Diaz entered the weekend with 2 home runs this year. He's got 3 this weekend. 1 in this game. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Slide to his right as Corville. He flips to second, and the force out is made at second, and Wingate wins the series finale 8-5. A pair of 3-run victories for the Bulldogs. They win the opener and the finale to take down Carson-Newman 8-5. Eagles get 1. They walk off Wingate in the first game today, but the Bulldogs get a big swing from Tanner McCammon in the 6th inning. A 3-run shot with 2 outs in the frame to lift the Bulldogs to an 8-5 victory. How about Carter Schuster out of the bullpen for the Bulldogs to get the victory? The freshman was spectacular to get his 2nd career victory to improve Wingate's record to 28-10 and 21-15. Goes Carson-Newman. The Eagles now 11-13 in the league. The Bulldogs go to 18-6 in the league and will maintain a share, at least, of 2nd place in the South Atlantic Conference. Final score, once again, 8-5. Wingate wins the finale and wins the series against Carson-Newman by winning the opener yesterday and the finale today, a pair of 3-run victories for 19th-ranked Wingate. Carson-Newman continues and wraps up its 8-game homestand on Tuesday afternoon against Trevecca Nazarene, a 3 p.m. first pitch with the Trojans team that in the last few weeks has been ranked and playing some good baseball, so it should be a fun and challenging non-conference clash ahead for the Eagles against the Trojans on Tuesday afternoon. Bulldogs win a back-and-forth series throughout. Eagles tied it in the series finale late, just for the Bulldogs to retake the lead and this series against the Eagles this weekend. Once again, the final score, 8-5. For our entire crew here at the Eagles Sports Network for this long series this weekend, we wish you a happy Easter, and we'll talk to you Tuesday when Carson-Newman wraps up an 8-game homestand here on the Eagles Sports Network.